Aloha, Sandra. How are you? How's the day in Hawaii? Oh, great. Well, I want to thank you again for hopping on this WebEx last minute. I know I have a visit to you in 2 weeks, but I really couldn't wait to share with you some information about a brand new test offering that we have at Ambry that will definitely have a great impact on your patients and your practice. So we'll dive right in. At Ambry, you know from our past conversations, we're always working to advance science, and this is shown in our new test, and our new test is called RNA Insight. So what RNA Insight is it's upfront paired RNA DNA testing of 18 high-risk genes. And if you look on your slide deck, I think it's slide number 2, I did provide you with our Cancer Panel's white paper, and the 18 genes are highlighted in red, so you can go ahead and take a look at that when you get a chance. And we definitely know that this RNA test is going to increase diagnostic yield. It's going to decrease VUS rates and really help us in understanding hereditary cancer. So let's dive into exactly how this test is going to benefit you and your patients. So RNA Insight, first of all, is going to help us find more mutations. So with this test, we have an unlimited reporting range now, and this enables us to find new clinically actionable variants. So there's a lot of mutations that are really commonly missed by DNA testing alone, or even retrospective RNA testing. So by finding more mutations, we are able to provide a clear diagnosis for patients and families who may have been missed. Secondly, and very important, is RNA Insight can help decrease VUS rates. And this is decreasing VUS rates in real time. So our initial reports, they contain RNA evidence, and it's this evidence that can possibly tip the scale to report whether a variant is benign or pathogenic. So obviously, by decreasing VUS rates in real time, we can reduce a lot of confusion and uncertainty for patients out there. So just to drive home that point on slide number 6, that I gave an example of a case study, just how RNA genetic testing will help provide a clear diagnosis. Just to run over it quickly, 54-year-old woman, or 55-year-old female, endometrial cancer at 54, went through genetic testing with Cancer Next Expanded. A variant of unknown significance in MSH6 was found. So when we did RNA analysis on this patient, it actually revealed that there was a skipping of exon 9, and we were able to now consider this variant pathogenic. So, and give a diagnosis of Lynch syndrome. So now this patient and their family can have appropriate care and the answers that they need. So you can take a look at that in more detail when you have time, and if you have any questions, please let me know. So the final point is RNA Insight will definitely provide actionable results. So this test really has the potential to impact greater than 2% of patients. Interestingly, if you compare it with the addition of deletion duplication, this analysis only affected less than 1% of patients. So it impacted less than 1% of patients versus greater than 2 for this RNA Insight analysis. So a lot of patients have the potential to be helped through this testing. So as you can see, this RNA test is really providing additional lines of evidence, and it really helps to clarify results and give accurate classifications. So it's really improving the sensitivity and clarity of genetic testing, and I think it really empowers you to confidently and appropriately care for all of your patients. What do you think? Oh, I hear you. Yes, I've heard that. Okay, so yes, I know Invitae is saying that they're starting some RNA testing and that they've sent out an email to a lot of their providers. But I want to clarify, the RNA testing that Invitae is doing is very similar to the testing, the retrospective RNA testing that we've been doing in our ATG lab for the last 3 years. I can guarantee you that at this point, Ambry is the only lab currently performing upfront paired RNA DNA testing. Yeah, I know. I agree. So there's no other reason that a sample should go elsewhere at this point. Great. Well, here's what I'd like to do, Sandra. Because you're extremely interested in this test, on my visit out there in about 2 weeks, I'd love to sit down with you and answer your questions further, sit down with you and your staff, provide you an in-service, and hopefully get you going on our next wave of early access. What do you think? Great. All right, thanks again for your time.